That's the gear that I'm using right now. And then my primary gear is right back here. So what I have to do is reassemble this and get it ready for the stair climb. You can say, I can just happen to see it. I can see Darling through the bag, so I can tell. Short person problems. I am a paramedic firefighter, but my job function with the city is listed as firefighter paramedic. But my mom wouldn't stand for that. I'm a paramedic firefighter. Bulk of what I do is paramedic. I've been a paramedic a lot longer than I've been a firefighter here. So I don't know. It's a little thing.
How long have you been a paramedic?
I have been a paramedic for over 30 years. The average lifespan of a field paramedic in the United States, accounting just all across the country, is about 9 to 12 years. I started off as a volunteer firefighter and EMT on the East Coast in Delaware, and I went to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for paramedic training and worked there for a couple of years. I spent a couple of years in New Hampshire working as a paramedic out of a fire station, and then I moved out here to Washington State and have set the rest of my career here. I would like to think that all of my calls stick with me always. And I think I've started to forget calls. Sometimes it'll be a couple months later and somebody will be telling me about something that happened on a call and I'll be like, wait, I don't remember that. I don't remember being there. And that's new. I'm not having memory losses. It's just, I think I've filled. I think there's a big container inside me to fill with calls and I've filled it. And now some of them just don't sink down into the container and they float off the top and disappear. Lay people will often ask, what's the worst call you've ever been on? What's the worst thing you've ever seen? It's really mean to ask people to tell you about their worst call. That's mean. And you didn't ask me that.
I did not.
So
one that stands out.
So one that stands out.
Whatever reason.
All I think about right now is I just met the nicest lady last shift who fell and had a terrible arm fracture. We had a great conversation on the way to the hospital. I gave her pain medicine and I distracted her and dropped her off. I'm gonna go out and see her someday at her, she has a shop. She's a fashion designer, jewelry designer. I'm going out. I want to see your stuff. So that sticks with me. There was a lot of personality there. I think if you lose the warmth in your humanity, then maybe that's a sign that this isn't the right work for you to do. I hope none of it that anybody ever on the ambulance does is cold. I hope there's nobody out there that is cold. Sometimes you have to be blunt and sometimes you have to try some tough love and in different circumstances, but I hope that nobody is ever cold. It's a call coming in.
All right.
Yep. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Stair climb is next weekend. I think I have this wild streak of machismo that I want to keep challenging myself to do things like this. I was thinking about that Harry Potter movie, The Goblet of Fire, when they go into the maze, and the warnings are that everybody faces their own dangers in the maze. And that's a very real feeling when you enter the stairwell. You walk in and you're listening to music, you're not listening to music, you're breathing hard at the beginning or not breathing hard at the beginning. Either way, everybody faces it individually. As you go up the stairs, you're in your own brain, and you're annoyed by someone going too slow in front of you, you're annoyed by somebody too fast behind you. You face up to all of your physical inabilities, your challenges in breathing and functioning and injuries. Everybody goes into it and faces their own demons all the way up the stairs. I think the first time I was in a blind panic, I just went into the stairs and went up and up and up and up and up, and I got the bottle change and I got right back on the stairs and I went up and up and up, and I did it in 20 minutes, 10 seconds. This year I'd like to beat my time last year. Last year I did it with very little training, coming off of a nasty arm shoulder injury, and both knees were in bad shape. I'm looking forward to it being over and seeing whether or not I did better. I want to challenge myself to do it. I want to finish it, and I'd like to be really surprised with maybe not a great time, but definitely a much better time.
How'd it feel?
I felt pretty good. Felt pretty good. I felt a real sense of accomplishment, and I felt I was in better fitness and a better state of mind since better than last year and the year before. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, last year I did it in 43 minutes and 45 seconds. And this year I did it in 35 minutes and 46 seconds.
It was like an 8-minute improvement.
And it's a huge 8 minutes. It's huge.